Haha, and we're early, like a whole what I think it was like 26 seconds.
That is awesome. We're never early, so this is
We're
super
not.
exciting.
I'm Jen Swift of Well Crafted Studio, and this is my bestie,
I'm Amy
Amy,
Romeo from Amy Romeo Crafts. Hi, friends.
and
Hi,
we're so
friends.
happy to have you here for another Crafts and Coffee Chat. You guys,
Me
it's
too.
been a hot minute.
It has. It has. Well, you were traveling, right?
Yeah, I was.
And
I was gone for like 2 full weeks. It was crazy.
yeah, that's awesome. You kind of have a back to school thing that you were doing, right?
I did actually, and so back to school is actually our theme today because
Mm-hmm.
I like
Yeah,
themes,
I did that. I
but
put those things
yeah,
together.
I know. Back to school, back to this, back to yeah. I
Right.
actually went out to Washington State and brought my son back to school. He's at WSC right there on the border of Idaho and Washington. And he yeah, it was fun. We actually took a whole week to get out there. We stopped at my parents in Montana, and then we
Hmm.
went through Glacier National Park. And then for like just a day, we just kind of did the Going to the Sun Highway because that's only open for like a maybe 2 months out of the year, I think.
Oh,
So we got in on that, and then and then we came dropped down to Pullman, which is where WSU is, and and I helped him move into his apartment, which is
yay.
so crazy.
Yay. So does he have, like, how many roommates does he have? Or is it his own apartment?
No, he has four roommates. So it's kind of like a townhouse, and yeah, there's four guys, and yeah, and then other people coming in and out because these are like kind of the core. This is like the core group, and so
Uh-huh.
their place is like a revolving door right now. It's like anytime I see a photo, it's like different people sitting on the couch. Like they
Mm-hmm.
brought in an extra couch just so they could like all do things together.
Oh, that's
So
fun.
yeah. And then
I
Jasper
like
has a
that.
super cute girlfriend, and so she comes over and hangs out, and then she takes pictures of them hanging out and sends them to me. So that's how I
Oh,
know what it
that's
looks like when
cute.
they hang out.
She's
So
so sweet. I love
it is
her.
pretty nice. I do too. She's really adorable. But looks like we got lots of people here. You guys are
We
all so
do.
awesome for showing up.
Hi,
So
Cheryl,
Amy,
Kathy, Robin, Leanne, Cece, Roseanne, Barbara, Kathy. Look at all our friends are here.
okay, I see lots and lots of names that I know, and somebody said they were excited about fall Halloween, faux
Follow me.
Halloween.
Yay.
So
Faux
Amy, is that
Falloween.
what you've been working on the last 2 weeks?
Yes, I have. My little my fall and Halloween crafting event. It's going to start next Thursday, but I got my act
Hmm.
together and I was able to make it available for registration on Monday. So yeah, it's been really fun. You know,
I
it's
wish
always a
people could see that. I mean, I don't, but like, because I sound like a hot mess, but sometimes I wish people could see our text back and forth because you're all
is
like, I don't think I can get it done. I'm like, you can get it done. And you're like, I don't think I can get it done. I'm like, you can do it, get done. And then suddenly it's like, oh, I've got everything done. And it's like
yeah,
this amazing thing. And I'm like, oh my gosh, girl, you had it the entire time.
it
So
sneaks up on you. And then at my house, you know, I keep saying, I'm working on my event. I'm working on my event. And everyone's always like, you have just had an event. What is this event? When is it happening? Is it happening now? What do you mean it doesn't happen for 2 weeks? So it's pretty, but yeah,
it is hard.
lots of events happening this time of year and also in the holiday. So it's kind of fun. I like this time of year because we start thinking about holiday crafting and, you know, making gifts and things like that. So
Yes, and that's actually what we're kind of talking about today. So we're going to be
yeah.
actually we have a special guest, Nancy Joy. I put it in the subject, so it's not a surprise. But
Uh-huh.
Nancy is kind of a newer friend of mine. We've gotten to know each other for like the last year. So I'll talk about her in just a minute. But I just wanted to say that you guys, with back to school, I don't know about you. I mean, maybe you're not a mom anymore, but with back to school, I feel like it's just this natural time of life where it's like, you kind of like do a restart. It's like, summer's over and fall is here. But really, it's kind of like for me, maybe we're just ingrained this idea of, hey, now I can step back and learn something, or now I can kind of focus in on, something, you know, I don't know. I like
Right.
to learn things, so maybe it's just me. But
No, it's definitely not just you. Like the other day I went and I cleaned my dresser drawers. You know, it's just sometimes it's time where you can tackle a project that you can't really tackle during the summer because there's so many activities and, you know, kids are everywhere,
and
lots of
that's true
things
too.
happening. Yeah. So
So
it's fun
even
to
even
do a project.
yeah, and I think even if you're older, so like my mom was a school teacher. And so just
Mhm.
the other day, she's like, it's been 12 years since I retired. And every August 19th, she's like, it's time to go back to school.
Aw.
So even though it's been like 12 years since she's retired, she still has that, like feeling of
Yeah.
school is going to start. We need to do like this big thing to get ready.
Right.
And my husband's, I mean, we still like hit the back to school sales at Target and stuff, and it's just kind of fun. And, you know, so that's what I was kind of channeling for today. But besides like quick projects, which I think are a great, like when I was a new mom who said, like when my son first went to preschool, I remember dropping him off and that like, it's like a buzzer went off, right? It's like you drop him off, you sprint outside, you hit Target, you hit the grocery store. I mean, it's like
Yeah.
you're doing all these things because you didn't have the time to do it before. You had to bring him along, and you know how
Yeah.
horrible that is. but um, but the idea of I would come home and I would try to do something for myself. So I would do like
Hmm.
a short, quick project, something. And so
Hmm.
part of what we're going to talk about today is like quick things. So quick projects, quick tutorials so that you guys can
Hmm.
like, learn something new, but like within 30 minutes or something. So we've got a few different ideas for that today, I think too. So
You know what we should have done, Jen? Jen and I
what?
have discovered that we both have pictures of our sons in kindergarten,
Oh,
starting kindergarten, in the exact same t-shirt.
I know.
And our sons are both well over, school age. Like Chase just started 14th grade. So it's kind of funny that we have the exact same shirt. But that shirt is from Target, the little Star Wars shirt.
Well,
Do
I
you
was gonna
remember
say, and
that?
it's a Star Wars shirt, which is I
Uh-huh.
thought was like, so cute and adorable. And then I'm like found out you've never even watched Star Wars.
No,
How
never
did
watched
he end
Star
up in a
Wars.
Star Wars shirt? Was it Ray
I
that got it
I
for him?
think he was in a Lego phase, and then Lego had done Lego Star Wars and
Oh,
Lego
okay.
Batman. So it was more of a tangential Lego thing than actually Star Wars. But yeah,
Tangential. All right.
tangential. Is that a
Well,
word? I think it is.
Amy, so
Yes.
how like sorry, just thinking, so just to kind of get this started, as if somebody's back to school or the kids are back to school or they're just
Hmm.
channeling back to school, like what sort of projects would you like suggest that like your projects for your Halloween, those are actually
Hmm.
pretty good quick projects, aren't they, or no?
Oh yeah, no, I think so. But I think also it's a good time for like organizing, maybe making labels for your pantry or organizing, drawers like I was doing the other day. Anything that needs little labels. I bought these cool canisters for my laundry detergent, my fabric softener, all those things, and I made little labels for them, with the Cricut. I think you can do stuff like that. I think those are good quick projects. Not really crafty, but organizational, I guess.
Did you ever do quick craft projects with the kids after school?
Hmm,
Because you were
I
into
don't know.
beading back, for, like originally. That would be
Yeah,
hard to do with kids.
yeah, no, we didn't do stuff like that. I mean, I don't really think I did. Like we had four kids and lots of homework and then off to sports. So I wouldn't say
Oh
we
yeah,
sat around and crafted a lot. It was kind of like get your homework done and let's go.
but
Because
you do these things with Olivia sometimes now.
yes, no, definitely. Olivia and I do craft. She's been doing a lot of like little macrame tying things, like little keychains. She made some
Oh,
cute
fun.
little macrame keychains for her lunchbox, which I thought was cute. But yeah, I don't know. It's hard because when you have little kids like I do, and the older one has practice, everyone has to go to practice. Everyone's going. So
Yeah. So
anyway,
I
that was
guess
my after school
that was
experience.
yours. That's your back to
Hmm.
school experience. Do you guys have
Hmm.
to do a lot of shopping?
Oh yes, but
Yeah, for back to
now they're
school.
big. Now I just give, I give Chase some money. He goes shopping for clothes. I give Nick and Anthony money. They go together, and then I take Olivia, and it's like a whole day adventure, and we have lunch, and
Aw,
yeah, it's fun.
that
I
would be
still get to
awesome.
go shopping with her.
Okay, so I want to hear in the chat. I want to know if you guys are like if back to school is something that you guys kind of feel and experience. Like, is it something that you kind of jive with? I'm trying to figure out the word here, vibe with, or is this something that's just kind of like, yeah, it doesn't really affect you, so you're not really interested?
Yeah,
I want to know
Shirley
who
says
goes into Target and has to just go into that school supply area.
Shirley says that when her daughter went off to college 13 years ago, her Cricut maker rescued her from the empty nest feeling. I think that's pretty cool.
I agree.
She opened,
Having this business that I have is what's
yeah,
helping me a lot. Yeah.
yeah. That last year was, was tough for you, especially in the beginning. because you
Yeah,
have one kid.
it was definitely a grieving experience, which I didn't expect. People were
Hmm.
telling me that. I'm like, ah, I'll be fine. But yeah.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's good you had something to work on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Kelly says
Vanessa.
because of where she's at, back to school is she's going into spring cleaning and stuff. So
Hmm.
yeah, because
Yeah.
Kelly is in South Africa. Yeah, no, it's been hard. It's only been like I've only been back since Monday, so it's we'll see. I've noticed my energy's kind of low, but
But your hair is pretty.
I got my hair done.
Yeah. Jennifer, we have not mentioned the cool thing that we're doing in like 3 weeks.
Oh, you mean when we get to meet?
Yeah, we're gonna meet in real life. Isn't that cool?
Yeah, I'm
I'm super
excited.
excited. And
I think
Joa and Emily. So
mhm,
we're super excited about that.
we are. You know, it's just part of this business, and I know that you guys have mentioned this in the chat too. But part of it is that it's we get to meet people from all over the place, and I absolutely adore how people in the chat are starting to like greet each other, and you know each
Hmm.
other's names, and it's this online world that is so crazy, but the building community is so awesome. And one of the things with these events that we do is Amy and I have gotten to know a lot more speakers, which is a
Hmm.
lot more crafters than we did before. And so, which has been great because we get to bring them onto our show and talk to them and introduce them to you as well. So that's like
Yeah.
today we've got Nancy kind of just waiting, and I am so excited for you guys to meet Nancy. She is over the top, awesome. But yeah, I mean, I feel like it's this community and this, so that's actually been really good for me as I'm trying to like deal with everything. But
Yeah.
I have teased Nancy like 3 times right now. Should we bring Nancy on?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. I'm gonna turn her volume on. I'm gonna add her and I'll just put you right in the middle. Oops, that's not the middle. That's not the middle either.
That's all right.
All right,
Hi
I'm doing my
guys.
best there.
Feels like the
Hi,
Brady Bunch
Nancy.
or something.
It is. It's
It
really
Can
is
we
a
like
weird.
little
look
like
at
the
each
Brady Bunch.
other? Like if I turn this way, am I looking at you? Hi guys.
Hi,
So
Nancy.
Nancy is from Better Life Blog, right?
Thank you guys so much for having me on.
Oh, we love
I
to have you. We're super excited.
I love Amy and Jen. I'm so excited. I'm gonna get to meet Jen in March in person.
You
And
are.
maybe Amy, we could peer pressure her into joining us.
I, I
What?
think that I tried already, and this for this event that we're going to in California in March, it's actually during her kids' spring break. So
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
it,
it's when my college one. It's the end of his spring break, so it's the weekend, and then it's my little kids start the next week. So it's basically the only overlap weekend that I'll have with
oh, well, then
my
that's out of the
college age son and my other kids for us to be able to do something. So,
but Amy
Oh,
did ugly
we'll
cry
do
because she
something
couldn't
different.
go. I'm just kidding.
so what happened?
I said you did ugly cry because you couldn't go, but that was
Um,
a complete lie.
well, no,
So
I did. I shed a little tear. I would love to do something. I think that'd be super fun. Just the timing doesn't work out.
Hmm.
yep. So that's going to be a fun like bloggers meet bloggers thing in California. So,
Mhm.
but again, I think that with all these different events that we're doing, it's really fun to get to know people, and it is really fun to get to like meet them in person too. So I'm looking forward to it. So Nancy, you're actually in California though, right?
I am. I am. So it's like, I want to say probably less than a 2 hour drive to Palm Springs.
Oh,
So,
that's
but
too bad.
I have to tell you, this is weird. And I don't know, maybe it's too weird for a live, but like,
Uh-uh.
2 nights ago, I had a dream about you, Amy.
Oh, really? What was I doing? Something
So
fun, I hope.
it, I think it might have been because I was in Florida, like back in June, maybe. I don't know, but I was in the dream. I was visiting you,
Okay.
and then I borrowed your car, which was a van, for some reason. Maybe it was similar to the rental car, and
Uh-huh.
then I like crashed it or something terrible, and I felt so bad. I think it's
Oh
like
my
maybe
god.
a little bit of an anxiety dream about like, I don't know, just all the summit stuff. And I don't know,
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
but
that's
you
so
were so
funny.
sweet about it. And you were like, oh, don't worry. It's fine.
Don't worry. I'll just get another one.
Let's
Don't
just
worry. I
I'm
can
really
finally get
sorry,
to
Amy.
minivan.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
you were probably doing me a favor. So yeah.
Okay, that's so funny. Like, I have random dreams about people every once in a while, and then I feel like a little bit like bad. Like, I mean, you can't help who you dream about, but some of these dreams are so crazy, and it's
Uh-huh.
just like I feel just like I should apologize sometimes. I'm like, I put you in this dress and in this situation, and it's like I had no, you know, and it's
Yeah.
just like you feel connected to them in this weird way because you went through this experience together,
Yeah.
and it never happened.
I I
Right.
have I have texted my friend, my best friend. I'm like, I'm so sorry I got mad at you in my dream. Like,
Yep.
that's
So,
funny.
Nancy, though, you have kids.
I
And so
do.
what is your back to school like?
Okay. I have 4 kids, all under the age of 16, so from ranging from 16 to 3. So we haven't started school yet, but the kids are homeschooled, and so they're not going anywhere. So the only thing that's really changing is our sort of schedule, because which I'm looking forward to having like a more regular, normal schedule, because we've been letting the kids stay up late, and they like being able to stay up late and everything, but like it just feels I'm looking forward to having like a normal schedule to go back to.
Yeah.
So, but
Yeah.
I don't get to do the little Target trips at drop off or anything like that. Maybe just during like piano lessons and things like that.
I don't know how you
But
get everything done that you do. I really don't.
I
so
don't. I
Amy's sitting
don't.
there
There's
going,
so
I
much
have
I
4 kids
don't
and I
get
don't
done.
homeschool.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
Like it's a miracle right now that nobody's like knocking down my door right now. There has to
Maybe
be.
later. Maybe
Yeah,
later.
I didn't realize, I thought you just had little kids too. I didn't realize you had a 16-year-old.
Yep. Yep. A 16-year-old, 13-year-old, 8-year-old, and 3-year-old. All boys.
Wow. Oh
Yeah,
wow,
you are in the
you
thick
have
of
the
it.
whole range.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So it's fun, but like I'm looking at you guys and talking about your kids going off to college, and it's like, and I was looking at your son's picture, Amy, that you posted.
Mm-hmm.
I
Oh,
was like,
Chase, the little kindergartner picture.
oh
Yeah,
my gosh.
I know. It's
It just
crazy.
like melts my heart because it does. It goes by so fast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
It
anyway,
does. I still have 3 more to move on out the door. I have a 12th grader, a 10th grader, and an 8th grader.
oh
So,
my goodness.
well, we're getting there.
So,
But
Nancy,
you've been working on CraftyCon. So do you want
Yes.
to tell us that starts on Wednesday? Is that right? Wednesday?
Yeah, so it kicks off on, okay, I'm getting my days mixed up, but it kicks off on the 3rd, but we actually start on the 4th.
Okay.
So was that Wednesday? Oh my
I think
goodness.
it's Wednesday because mine starts Thursday, which is the 5th.
Yeah. So kicks off on Tuesday and then it
Mm-hmm.
starts on Wednesday. So I'm excited. It's like the first CraftyCon, which is cool. We did a summit last year, as you know, Amy, because you were in it, one of our amazing speakers, and it was a party theme, which was really cool. It was really
That
fun.
was
But
fun.
like, there's only so much that you can do with holiday parties. So I wanted to go in a different direction this year and focus on just like different techniques, like new techniques, because there's stuff that you can do with your machines that you probably like. I feel like I have a tendency to always do the same kind of projects that I know how to do already, which
Mm-hmm.
is great. It's like my comfort zone. But then like to venture out and do something that's like a little bit different, like using the engraving tip on your Cricut, or like using like the foil tip or the foil attachment, and so, or cutting like different materials, like cutting, like, did you know that you could cut aluminum with your
yeah.
Cricut maker? That's like nuts to me. So, and felt and things like that. So, so our speakers all kind of chose something like very unique, and Jen is teaching us this absolutely adorable. Oh my goodness, it's so cute. It's this cute to go coffee cup. You guys have
Ooh,
to check it out. Do you
I can
have
show
it,
you.
Jen?
I
It's so
do, actually.
she's
You
so
keep talking.
Jen, you are just like, she's so cute because she comes up with these like a whole theme. It's not
Mm.
just like an idea, it's like a whole theme. Pumpkin spice, yes, pumpkin spice go. She come up with the whole theme. Yeah. You're
I
so
do.
so cool because yeah, she like goes all out with it. It's not just like a project, it's like a whole brand.
Can we tell you what my first idea was though? Okay, so Nancy and I are in the same kind of mastermind group. And we call it mastermind because that sounds like cool, but really we're in this kind of like this like little group together, and that talks about like online craft courses. And so she said, so CraftyCon. So this is CraftyCon. So my brain goes left, right? So she's talking about beginner tutorials, and and I'm like not really quite grasping it. So I'm like off in the woods, like designing this superhero squirrel. And I'm just like, and then I like had
I
ChatGPT write me
loved
a
the
story for
superhero
the superhero squirrel.
squirrel.
And Amy's just sitting there on the under of my text going, Jen, focus. What do you think people really want? Do you think everybody's going to want to know how to draw a squirrel? I think that it might be a little bit better if you did a little bit beginner thing and something that's fall and something that you love. And how about this sort of kind of thing that you've liked to do before and you love,
I
and
love
share
the
that?
superhero.
And I was just like, so she kind of like wheeled me back in, and it was pretty awesome. I
I
appreciate that
think
about you, Amy.
it was a superhero squirrel in a comic style, and then she was getting to like mental health quotes that the
Oh, yeah,
squirrel
yeah,
was
yeah.
doing. Yeah,
ADHD
so
quotes.
it was going further and further away from, and then the whole thing was, she said, because it was Crafty Con, which is like Comic Con, like Comic Con, like the comic conference. So she thought, and
That's what
she's
I
like,
was
and
thinking.
everyone will know that it's Comic Con, but it's really Crafty Con, and it's a squirrel, and it's comics, and yeah. So anyway, we came up with pumpkin spice. You're welcome.
I, I love it. I love it.
Amy
Actually,
just did
I
a really
kind of
good
took a
job
little
saying,
inspiration from your
"Oh,
Comic
did you?"
Con, and I kind of went with this sort of superhero themed, you know,
Look at that.
super crafter themed. Yeah. So
I
I wasn't really gonna go there, but then after Jen said Super Scroll, I was like,
mm-hmm.
hmm. So
But then I came in with the pumpkin spice. So you guys, I'll have to show you guys in the Cricket Crafted adventure, or maybe I'll go into to actually I'll go into Nancy's group and show you what the first draft was with the super ADHD squirrel
I
who
love
had
it.
magical ADHD superpowers. So
I think we should do the squirrel on a mug for next year's cricket adventure. That he can be
okay,
like, he's like our unofficial mascot anyway.
Mascot.
Yeah, we can do a special
I mean I can show you
cricket
guys what it
tournament
looks
with
like.
the superhero ADH squirrel.
Okay,
Yes.
I mean I tried so hard and it was like it was turning out pretty good I thought, but then I guess I don't see it here. But yeah, it was definitely it's funny because Amy's just like, all right, let's go back to the original assignment. So you're in school and your teacher's like, make sure you read the directions, all the
Right.
way through. And she's like, let's read the directions.
Let's see.
Oh, I
Dun,
just
dun,
got a
dun.
notification that my screen quality.
I'm
We're trying to fix our
frozen.
internet.
I
But yeah,
see you,
it's
Amy, but it's like a little laggy.
yeah, I think it'll come back. But yeah, so I'll try to find that. Oh,
Hmm.
Kathy thinks a weeding tool instead of a sword. Yeah, she's talked about the cricket
I might.
musketeers
Okay.
gateers before. Yeah, we can hear you, Amy.
We can hear you, Amy. We just can't see your beautiful face.
Oops, that didn't help. All right.
Yeah, that's one of the ways that me and you connect so well, Jen, is our ADHD
It is.
tendency.
It is actually, and I actually with a lot of
Let's
people here in the
see.
chat, we've actually thought that too before.
Do, do, do.
A lot of
Maybe we'll
creative
turn this
people have
off.
that kind of squirrel
Turn it on again.
tendencies.
Let's see if that
Yep.
works. Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, you're
And then
still
with
frozen
that
over
is
here,
our
Amy.
superhero,
Okay.
our superpower, which is the
I don't know.
hyper
I don't know
focus.
what to do.
Okay, so that is a thing, you guys. So hyper
Hmm.
focusing when you have so when they ADHD, like everybody thought
Hi,
about it for like
Tammy.
little boys, and people are starting to think again about more, like what are the benefits and what's it like for an adult who has ADHD. And so hyper focus, I think, is something that I didn't pair with ADHD because I thought it was like when you can't focus. But hyper focus is actually another thing that you can do. And that's when you get so obsessed and all in on something that you dive in and you don't
Hmm.
notice, necessarily anything else happening and you lose
The
track of
passage of
time.
time.
Yep. And I really think that more crafters than we know deal with this. All right. So let's see if we can add Amy back in here. There you are.
There you are.
Hi. I don't know
Hi.
what happened.
I don't know either, but I did get a
Technology.
notification that my stream quality lowered. So,
Oh, hi, friends.
and
So
it's Amy.
I think Jen actually like muted me or deleted me because I was goofing on her about her squirrel. I think that's what really
No, that was not on purpose.
that
I
was
still
funny.
haven't
So,
seen the squirrel, by the way. I only heard about the squirrel.
mm,
Oh, you haven't seen the squirrel?
I don't think
I'll show
so.
you when I can. Yeah, I'll pop a picture and it was not, I mean, I was trying to do like comic style and stuff and I was trying, but that's not like something normal to me. So, yeah. But I will say that themes, like when you have a theme, I think themes are super fun because I think as crafters, it gives us a box to kind of work within. So,
Mm,
as creative people, so instead of like
yeah,
having this big, huge everything is possible, it's like,
that's so
okay, let's work here. You
I
that is
agree.
good.
guys think so
I
too?
Yeah, for sure.
Yep,
I'm super
absolutely.
excited. Jen, did we talk about how we have a link for CraftyCon in the
No, we
description?
didn't, but we
Okay,
do. We
we
have a
do.
link for CraftyCon. We also have a link for Falloween in the description too.
Awesome.
So you guys are
Yay.
gonna have lots of different projects. So Nancy, when people are doing CraftyCon, are they project tutorials? Oh, of course I asked. Or are
Sorry.
they just like how to use the software or how to use the tool? Or are they people doing actual projects that we can follow along?
So I think most of them are project based. There are a couple that are more like explaining something. Like there's a couple of really great just where they go through like Elena, she's going because a lot of people have Cricut Joy machines, and so she's going through the Cricut Joy and the Cricut Joy Extra and just giving the whole 411 on those machines. And so there's not necessarily like a project associated with that, but each one is kind of a separate sort of, either project or, lesson, something like that. So, but you were talking earlier about getting to know each other a little bit better, like, and how in these, especially like during these events, we kind of sort of see the same crafters over and over again. So I'm hoping I have like a little something up my sleeve next week that I think hopefully will be kind of fun. So, but I wanted to give everyone a chance to kind of, we see your names and we see your guys' messages, but like maybe we get to see everyone's faces a little bit.
Ooh, ooh.
So
Ooh, that sounds fun.
I have something up my sleeve. We'll see how it all works out.
Okay, that would be super fun.
I love that.
I would love to get everybody who's in our like our chat and stuff, live chat. I would love to get everybody in a room and just like, like everybody would be like, "Oh my gosh, I know you." And, it'd be
Yes.
so fun, right? It's like, can you
Yes.
imagine like all of you guys be like, "Oh, and it's so and so and so and so," and it would be a blast.
Yes.
Yep. Cheryl
So,
says Zoom. Zoom, Zoom.
Yep.
okay,
Yep. Yep.
Cheryl's
I have
guessing.
I've been trying to figure out Zoom for a while and I haven't figured it out yet. So when somebody figures it out, that's going to be amazing. So
Hyper focus and you'll figure it
So, so actually, Nancy. So we're probably going to move into Squirrel and Tell in like another few minutes. But
out.
tell us just. So I kind of like skipped and head into like talking a little bit about how we know each other and talked about your event, but maybe just I noticed that somebody wanted to know a little bit more about you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, some kind of, I kind
Linda.
of didn't introduce you much.
Oh, like something crafty
Like who
related,
you
or
are,
like,
what you like, how you like. So what do you do? So
okay.
you're the host of CraftyCon for what most people know, but
So
what
I
else
don't know
do you
what,
do?
sorry, my camera's like being crazy right now. I don't know what's happening. It's like zooming in and out. So I'm sorry about that.
I think
Here,
it's
let
kind
me,
of entertaining. So
okay.
it's fine.
I
Your
think I
face
turned
is
it
so
off.
funny.
So so I'm Nancy from Better Life Blog, and I love to create crafts for Cricut and Silhouette. I love to do all kinds of stuff. I do like paper crafts. I love I love paper crafts. There's like a special place in my heart for paper crafts and shadow boxes and things like that. So I love doing that. I also love to design. Actually, my this whole, I sort of evolved into this because I am a designer, and I actually used to do web design. My very first
Ah,
business, you guys don't know this about me, my very first business was like back in 2003, 2002, 3, 4, something like that, early ages of the internet. I created a website when like nobody even knew what a website was.
okay.
I
If
learned
you knew how to do websites,
HTML.
you were gold. Yeah,
Wow.
I remember that.
And but our business was, so me and my husband, we started a business after we got married, doing personalized chocolate bar wrappers, the kinds that go around
Uh-huh.
your like Hershey's.
Uh-huh.
So we would, but like we didn't have any fancy machinery. So we would like print them. We would cut them on a paper cutter. We even got permission from Hershey's to like, special permission to like wrap them around, as long, there was like certain guidelines and stuff. So anyway, so that was back in the early ages of the internet.
Wow.
Wow, I did not know that.
Yeah,
So
no,
That's
that's
yeah,
really
cool.
so that was fun. What else can I tell you guys about myself? I love to sing. I'm actually
Oh.
in I'm actually in a choir with my oldest son. We go every Tuesday. It's a local community
oh,
chorale.
that's fun.
I sing alto. And what else? I wanted to be a Disney voice when I was younger.
A
Oh,
Disney
wow, that's
voice.
cool.
Totally random. But yeah, you know how back in the day they didn't use celebrity voices, like,
Mm-hmm.
and like Ariel, like nobody knew, you know, the voice of
Right.
Ariel wasn't a celebrity. It was just some person singing her voice. So that's what I wanted to do when I was little. Yeah,
Oh, that's so
So
some
cool.
you kind
little
of wanted to
tidbits
be,
about me.
So how
so
did
you
you
kind of wanted to be a
start
performer.
crafting?
Oh, yeah.
How did I
Like your
start
crafting business?
crafting?
Yeah, like how did you move from making Hershey wrappers to what you do now?
Oh yeah, there was lots of steps in between the Hershey wrappers, but there was email marketing in there at some point, um, and then I got a Silhouette machine back in 2016 or 2017, and then I got a Cricut machine. So um, I started like making stuff, and I think it's scary. Like when you first get your machine, you don't know what to do. So I just, made something really simple, and then another simple thing. And, I think it's scary because people, like, especially like the older you get, you're scared to make a mistake.
Oh,
you're
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
you're scared to like waste material. You're scared
Mm-hmm.
to, I don't know what happens to, when we're little kids, we don't care about making mistakes. We
Yep.
just do stuff. How else does a kid
Mm-hmm.
learn to walk or learn to, speak language or anything like that? Is they're not embarrassed, and
No,
they feel no shame, and they have no sense of like, I did something
failure. Yeah.
wrong. That's something that we learn as we get older. And I think it stops us from doing things that we enjoy doing. So, and, I think it's so important for us to just kind of be okay with making mistakes, because
You're speaking my love language right now. It's like This
I
idea of just
agree.
being able to play and to experiment and make mistakes is just so, I mean, that's exactly what I feel like, is the message that so many people need to hear. So,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know
I
that
agree.
resonates with you. Yeah.
For sure. I saw someone post in a Facebook group the other day that they just got their maker and it didn't come with a manual and they don't know what to do and they don't know how to get started. And that's really frustrating because you see people making really cool things, but you have no idea
yeah,
where to get started. But what's great about these kind of crafting events is you can get a free ticket and then you could see there's all these things to choose from,
Mhm.
techniques, projects, and you just pick one and you follow along and it's kind of like a way to get started. And then once
Yeah.
you feel confident with that project or technique, then you pick another one and you just pick another one and your world expands and now you feel more confident with crafting.
yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
this would be a good point for a challenge. So we did this with the Cricut Crafting Adventure, but if you guys would just, I think of one thing that you may have done or wanted to do. Like, so maybe you purchased the foil tip and you did never use it. Or maybe you had plans to do, learn how to print and cut and you just didn't do it. I think that this would be a really good place to just kind of challenge you guys again to pick one thing that you haven't tried before and try it. And next week we'll come back and I want to know from you guys like if you tried it. But or put it in the live chat here and tell us what it is. Like what's one thing that you wish that you could do with your Cricut or, that you haven't tried yet for
Hmm.
whatever reason that you think you're going to try. I know that the foil tip is one thing that I didn't do, for quite a long time. I had it and
Hmm.
then didn't do it. And it really, it isn't, it's like everything else with the Cricut. Once you like learn how to do it, it's not hard. But that
Right.
barrier of like, okay, now I'm going to learn how to do this is
Yeah.
always kind of there.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
So have you guys done everything?
No.
No. No. That's what's so cool about the Cricut is you can do so many things. Like really so
Yeah.
many things.
I think engraving is one of those things that a lot of people didn't do, which is why my first book is like how to engrave with your maker. Um, And I was just thinking, I have like a ton of engraving files on my free like library, but I think I'm gonna do some of the designs like for more recent ones and pop those in there as engravings too. But that is one thing that I think that, I hear a lot of people not knowing how to do.
Hmm.
But Paula says that she's tried to cut wood before and veneers. Oh, and she
Mm.
just tried the deep cut blade and it worked great.
Oh, that's great. Oh, Linda, I want to try cutting felt too. That's
Yeah.
that's something I
Jane
want to.
from Sustain My Craft Habit has a great felt. She has a lot of great felt projects too. So,
She
and
does. I
that's what
gotta
I love is that all the speakers, like they kind of did what their specialty is, which is
Mm-hmm.
cool. Everybody kind of has their own projects that they really, really love. Like Jen loves Procreate and
Mm-hmm.
I
drawing
do.
and it's fun. I actually
I
got
get
into it.
obsessed.
I got into it when I first got my iPad. I don't know why I don't
It's
I
because you
need to
have
get
other
back
things.
into
You
it. I drew
squirrel.
hair. It was so fun. It was so fun to like,
Ooh.
draw the textures and so
So actually, I think that that is actually a really, really, really good moment for us to kind of transition to, and we still need the little thing at the bottom of the screen, but I think we're going to transition into our next part of this, which is
Squirrel and tell.
Squirrel and Tell.
Yay.
oh, you guys are so good. It made me happy that you did that. Okay, so Squirrel and Tell, for all of you that don't know, Squirrel is okay, that's all right. Squirrel and Tell just kind of evolved as you're doing these. And basically, what it is it started off with me going and grabbing my adhesives bin and going, look, you guys. And so, in memory, Lucy, or Amy told me today, she's like, guys, or Jen, you got to bring out your adhesive bin. So, this
Yes.
is my adhesive.
Aww.
And so I won't go through it again. If you guys want to check out that live, it was one of our first ones. I'll try to find it. But it was basically, it was really me just going through my adhesives bin and telling you about all the different adhesives that I'm obsessed with.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It was, yeah, I was a little embarrassed by the end of it. But since then, you guys were so sweet and so supportive, and it's actually become kind of a regular thing. So we kind of just squirrel and kind of like show you some stuff. So today I thought with our back to school theme, and you guys wanted to, I mean, we kind of talked about some quick projects that you can do. You can find them at both with Falloween and CraftyCon, but you can also go ahead and find some quick tutorials for both too. But now we're going to show you guys some of our favorite back to school supplies. But these are not your kids' back to school supplies. These are like really for us, right? Because we get to do that. So let's see. So if you're thinking like the original lists and stuff, there's often like colored pencils, markers. You guys can fill it in the chat and tell us more about like what kind of sort of things. But I would say definitely glue is one that's always on a back to school list. So do you guys have any favorite, maybe thinking about those original back to school lists, is there anything that you make sure you buy every year or that you love?
Well, I will show you guys.
I'm laughing. I'm doing good. I didn't put on a teacher hat or anything.
It's like the adhesive's been all okay. Okay.
All right. Well, Amy gathers herself. I was going to say
Amy's matching her shirt now.
No. All right. So one of the things that I'm going to lob this easy one at Amy. And some of you guys have already said this, but one of the things that was always on the school supply list was construction paper. But we do not use construction paper anymore. What do we use, girls?
We do not. We use Encore cardstock.
Yes, ma'am. I have mine right here, actually.
Do you really?
I do.
Yeah. Love this stuff.
Ooh. Look at it's like across the board. 1, 2, 3. Woo!
Michelle Price would be so proud of us.
Well, we need to send that together. Like, I have other places for cardstock, but I don't. I like.
We did not plan that, you guys.
No,
we did not plan that.
I always feel like it's a game. Okay, so next, pens. Do you guys have a favorite pen?
Yes, I do.
I have a favorite pencil.
All right, so this.
Yeah, Kelly, send her a screenshot. So funny.
What was that?
Oh, Kelly's going to send Michelle Price from 12 by 12 cardstock a screenshot of all of us with our Encore.
Thank you, Kelly. All right, so this is my favorite pen, and I guess you probably can't read it.
What is it?
This is
it a
friction? So smooth. It's a Pilot. It's a, what is it called?
Precision
Pilot
V6?
Precise V7 RT. It is so buttery smooth on paper.
Oh, you know what? I forgot about those. I loved those. I loved their V5, I think it is too.
This is really good. So I bought a whole pack of these from Amazon.
So I buy these at Target, but they're the Sharpie S Gel.
Oh.
But they're gel pens, so they're a lot like that Pilot one. I forgot about those. I like those.
They are good. Okay. They write so good. They're
so use pens. I only use pencils.
Well, you get, if this was a game, you wouldn't get a point now because you don't.
Oh,
okay.
So, okay, hang on. I like these yellow pencils. I have them on auto delivery from Amazon.
Oh, wow.
I get them every 2 months. So I'm never without them.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, I only use pencils.
Okay, so moving on to pencils.
That's some serious writing, Amy. I mean, if you get them on auto delivery, that's...
Yeah, I know. So I don't get a point for my pencils? I
feel like she deserves a point.
Okay,
now I'm invested. Now I want to play the game. Okay.
Okay, next is colored pencils.
Okay.
Okay, so guys, this is my bid to like tell you guys about Inktense pencils. So Inktense pencils are like watercolor pencils, but instead of like watercolor paint, it's actually ink. So they're like crazy vibrant, like seriously vibrant. Like I was gonna show you guys. They're called Inktense pencils.
A trick question. This is not just regular colored pencils. These are fancy colored pencils.
Oh, look at this. You get them wet, and it's like this.
What?
It's like this cool, vibrant.
Oh, wow. That's too messy. That stresses me out.
That's cool. They're like watercolor pencils.
They are, but they're more vibrant.
But why would you do that? Why would you mess up what you wrote? I don't understand.
I wanted to show you guys.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so do you guys have colored pencils?
I do.
Look, it's yellow. Do I get a point?
Is it mechanical too?
Yeah.
Well, these
All right,
there's
I've
no
got
prize.
my
What does
Prisma
Nancy have?
color.
Oh,
Oh,
Nancy has
so
colored
are those
pencils.
like what kind of pencils are
These
those?
are my Prismacolor pencils.
Prismacolor. Okay, so Prismacolor is a really, really, as far as like actual colored pencils go, that's a really good brand. Um, I mean, I still kind of like Crayola pencils too. But you guys want to see how many Inktense pencils I have?
Oh, I'm
Now,
sure.
now she's just showing
I
off.
would love to just
Like
go inside of
extra
your
credit
craft
or
room and
something.
dig around.
I have a drawer that says mark making supplies.
Look at her.
Okay.
It's the adhesive bin smile. Look at her. She's so excited.
Okay, so next markers.
Okay,
I have markers.
the only reason I have this stuff handy is because my craft room is a mess right now and everything is out.
Okay.
So I just discovered these.
Oh, I
And
love those.
I've never heard of them.
Oh, I have
They
all the
are
colors.
they're
Obviously
paint
not, or you'd be
markers.
showing them and getting a point.
I'll show them. Hang on.
Okay, keep talking.
Oh, I like these too. The Thule art pens.
Ooh.
Look, I got them in these colors. I got them in pastels.
Ooh.
I got them in. These are another brand. These are great for coloring on laser cut wood. You know, like when you cut the wood. Look, here's the Pro Series Earth and Skin colors. I got all the Thule markers.
Oh my
All
gosh,
right,
she
Amy
did.
wins this one.
Okay,
Oh.
she gets like bonus points for this actually.
Yeah.
Here's a little example. So this is a
What?
little piece of wood that I cut with my laser and I made little stars. And then I colored them all in because the Thule markers have numbers. See?
That's so
So this is the
cool.
Essentials collection and I colored in all the markers to see what they look like on the wood.
Okay,
Brilliant.
you know what? You did.
I mean,
You
that's
just.
not weird,
You win
right?
like 20 points, 100 points.
I did not expect this at all, Amy.
And then that thing's full of markers, but I don't use those. Olivia does. That whole thing is full of markers. Yeah.
Are those Copic markers?
Yeah.
I've never tried those.
No, those are too expensive.
But I know the scrapbooking people love those.
Yeah. These are Olivia likes these. Oahu? Ohu?
Oh yes, Ohuhu. I have
I've never
those
heard of them
too, and
either.
I love them.
Olivia loves this. Look,
Okay.
Kathy says this is my moment to shine with my Thule markers.
I am shocked, actually. Okay, so I will show you mine. So these are the pit markers from Faber-Castell. And the cool thing about these that people don't know about is that if you do them on a surface that has already been like covered with like Mod Podge, so it's been sealed, you can go ahead and rub the markers. That's like, so this blue here was just and all these lines were like regular lines. And then I could rub them in and get this like really soft look.
Oh, that's really cool.
That's cool. You can blend.
I love that.
That's like, really pretty. Yeah, you can totally blend them. So that's kind of a thing that not everybody knows, and it's actually really cool. That was nice.
I need to put my markers away.
Oh, Kelly says she likes Spectrum Noir. Okay, Kathy says I have to try the Copic markers. All right, you guys, this is like terrible. I thought I would like show you guys what I had and not like get a list of things I need to buy.
That's what you need. You need some more markers and pencils and pens.
Okay, so last thing I think is, the last thing is glue.
Oh boy, here we go. I got glue.
No.
All right,
I want to know. Okay, so let's start with a white glue, like a Elmer's glue. Do you have that? Like a version? Oh, I think we might be across the board on that too, unless Amy doesn't have it.
I do too. I do too.
Glitter glue.
I feel like you guys, we should send these to the brands and just be like, free advertising. We're not getting paid for this.
I got two of those. I have two barely art glues upstairs.
Oh, okay. So the art glitter glue, though, that's another one that people like rave about too.
Yeah,
Okay, so do you guys have? How about this one?
I
I think
do.
I do. Now you just made me get up
You're
there and get
making
all
Amy
my
go over
stuff.
this. Nancy has Mod Podge too.
I have it somewhere.
I got one.
You have a big one. Hey, I have a bigger one. Now that you're showing your big one, I want to show my bigger one. I don't know
Um,
where it is. It's behind stuff. It's actually like the gallon sized. the
The
square,
only
the square.
reason I have all this stuff together is because I have a dream box now. Before it was just all over the place. That's my favorite thing about my dream box. I have this Mod Podge Dimensional Magic, but I've never used it. Have y'all used this?
Oh,
ooh,
it's almost like fake resin. It's like
Yeah,
it's clear and it builds up. So that's actually
yeah.
really cool with like stickers or
that
something.
is cool. I feel like I'm freezing a lot. My face
You
keeps
are
freezing on these
actually.
very unflattering.
No, I think you look good.
Now I
Put
want to
I'll
play
some
just
with
hot
try
my
to
glue in
Dimensional
stay
Magic.
still.
Can I stop the game and just play with my Dimensional Magic?
Well, I think it's okay. So we've only got, so we're almost to an hour. So we're gonna, but
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
you can
All
go
right.
ahead. No, go ahead. Because then you can
Oh, I,
tell people what you think of it.
I can't get the cap off, so it's okay. All right.
It's
What
it's
else can we?
Mod Podge Dimensional Magic.
Yes.
So yeah, I used to use something like that
I'm
too
going to
for
see a demonstration of that.
yeah, there was something else like that that was like it was crystal clear. That's have you guys used
Mm-hmm.
that stuff too? That was good too. It
Like
was like
the glass.
fake resin kind of.
I think I have that. The Judykins Diamond Glaze.
Yep, that's it.
Aren't
I
you impressed
have
with all my
some
adhesives,
glass
Jennifer? Look at
paint.
that. Look, I
I'm
never knew
actually
to have an adhesives bin before you. I,
I'm glad to know
I
I've
haven't
made a
even
difference in your
gotten
life.
to my favorite, my Beacon Fabri-Tac. I've got a
But
million
you
of
don't do
these.
you use that
Oh,
with faux leather?
Yeah,
is
this is
that
my favorite to use
okay?
with faux
I'm
leather.
glad you said that because I was trying to glue together some faux leather and I did several tests and none of them were great. So I'm going to have to make a note of that. That's your
So,
favorite.
do you want to know the
Well, I think
secret?
she also likes this one too.
Yes. So the stick fast stick is what I use when it's like something that you need to hold real quickly that you can't dry flat. So this is the secret. Everyone thinks it's the glue. It's not the glue because you could use barely art glue, you could use anything you want. You have to glue the stuff and then you have to put it underneath something heavy for at least an hour to
Oh.
dry flat.
So what you're saying is you have to have patience.
Yeah,
yeah,
because people think that it's a magical glue that
Can
you're
you
just going to glue it together and it's going to
and
be
then it
nice and
moves and it
flat.
doesn't like stick.
can
Right.
you buy patience at a store because I
You
don't
cannot.
have that.
You cannot. You put it under the book and you go take a shower, go
Go
do
go
whatever you're
go
going to do.
go hyper focus on something else. Okay.
Yeah, come back and then you'll have a nice tight seal. So
All right.
I like
That's a good tip.
some people want to use hot glue, but I find that's too clumpy underneath the two
Mhm,
layers.
mhm,
E6000 too clumpy underneath the two layers. So
E6000
you
is
want
too.
so I find that Fabri-Tac is really nice and smooth. So when you press it under the book, you don't get lumps. You get like a really smooth finish in between the
that's
two
good.
layers. And it kind of seeps to the edge, which is
I
what
was
you
gonna say,
want.
do you have to have it on the edge? Because
Yeah,
yeah.
it'll seep to the edge a little bit, which is nice. So anyway,
All right,
Fabri-Tac is my favorite for doing that.
all right. I guess I have one last thing. Scissors.
Oh, scissors. Okay. I mean, I have a few scissors
All
around.
right.
I want to play with my dimensional magic. I wonder
These
what
are my
this does.
pretty
Whoops.
scissors.
Am I
I have a
supposed to
couple
find scissors?
here.
Let me see.
Well, I was trying. Okay, so this is like the little version, but I love these scissors. Do you guys know who made these scissors? I forget.
Which
Oh,
ones?
Havels. So I actually noticed Corey from Hey Let's Make Stuff loves these scissors too. So they're
Yeah.
Havel scissors.
Oh,
Mm.
those look fancy, Jennifer.
How do you
Mm-hmm.
how do you spell that?
Havel. And I
Okay.
actually found them because I was at this is like the one and only time I went to there used to be this big crafting convention, but now it's called NAMCO or something. But anyways, I found them like they had a booth and I was walking around and I'm like, ooh, scissors. And like they are the best scissors.
Ooh.
Wow.
I love them. I have two
Fancy.
sizes. Yes. I only
All right.
found one
Well,
size though.
Ooh, Nancy
I
has a lot of scissors.
I just
Pretty
have
scissors.
I have
Yeah.
pretty scissors. These were from Walmart craft section. Wait, can you
Those
guys
are
see
pretty.
that?
But they're pretty.
And then there's this one that has flowers on it.
I like
I would buy
those.
that just because it's pretty too.
Yeah, I
And
like
then this
those.
one's just like a cute little, I don't know what it is, a stork or something. Whoops.
Oh, those
Yeah.
are embroidery scissors.
Yeah, those are embroidery scissors.
This actually came with a little planner kit, which is
Really?
weird.
Huh.
Those
But
are
they're
Yeah,
cute.
cute.
I like
they're just
maybe to
cute
cut
and fun.
washi tape? Did it come with washi
Maybe
tape?
for washi tape. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and somebody mentioned, so Dee mentioned that Tim Holtz scissors, like, I don't know if she's talking about these, the tonic ones. These I love, but I use them for metal a lot, like cutting metal pieces. They're just
Oh,
awesome for that.
you can cut those metal with those? Wow.
hmm Yeah,
Hmm.
I mean, and cardstock and thick things, but I like it with metal.
That's awesome.
I,
Look at us with all our supplies.
okay, so I did think of one more recommendation I wanted to make, and that was when I was thinking of rulers. So
Mm-hmm.
I use we've got the regular like well you guys probably have rulers, so there's different rulers, but the one that most crafters don't have that I think is really awesome if you're a Cricut crafter is the and I don't think I have it here. I think I have it out in my garage, but the one that has the what's it called? It's got like a head, and Amy, you talk about it. You can like open like measure beads with it, and it
Oh, yeah,
digital
the
calipers,
calipers.
calipers.
Calipers, yeah.
Oh,
And
oh,
it
oh,
tells
oh.
you in decimals. So if you're like doing something for like Cricut and you're doing like engraving and you want to know how big like a beat like a something
Yeah.
you're going to engrave is, you can measure
Yeah.
it and then it's same sizing method as they use in Cricut Design Space with the decimals.
For
So
the
you don't
for
have to
like the
convert.
thickness of materials.
Right.
Well, or the size. So it's like if I was to do like a wanted engrave like a circle pendant, or if I wanted to, I mean, it's really handy because it's in decimals. And so it's like instead of sitting there figuring out, well, 3.25 is actually 3 points, or 3.5 is 3.5 and whatever, I can just go and have the decimals already ready for me. So,
Mm. That's one thing that I think intimidated me at first about faux leather was figuring out the thickness and whether or not I could get away with using the fine point blade or that I would have to switch out for the deep cut is just how thick something was.
yes,
Yeah, I
So
don't
maybe something like that
it
would
does.
you
It
help with
could.
measures the thickness.
Yeah.
calipers. Yeah.
I don't measure anything and I only use the fine point blade. Like
Mm.
literally never ever. But
What about the
there's
like?
some
Yeah, are there some that you buy that you just go, this is not going to work. I'm just never going to use it again.
yeah, like sometimes I'll buy something from Amazon and it's too thick, and I
Mm.
just don't use it. But
Yeah.
yeah, I get questions about that a lot, because the faux leather cut setting is called faux leather paper thin in Design
Yes.
Space. So it makes you
Yeah.
think that you can only cut a certain thickness of faux leather. So I do
Yeah.
get a lot of questions like, is this too thick or stuff like that? But I can cut even like those chunky glitter sheets. I can cut
Hmm.
that. Sometimes there's a
Even with
really
that paper
thick,
thin setting.
yeah. Sometimes and again, there's just a trick. You just repeat the cut as many times as you need to. Just don't unload the mat. Just keep cutting it, keep cutting it. It'll cut eventually. So yeah.
Yeah. I don't have it with me right now, but I had got this one. I think it was this one. Here's like a scrap of it.
Oh yeah.
And it was actually two pieces. It was two
Uh-huh.
pieces stuck together. So
Uh-huh.
I literally just ripped it apart.
That's smart.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And that totally
double-sided
works.
can be a little tricky. Like those cool double-sided faux leathers. I haven't really
Yeah.
mastered
Oh, I
those.
didn't know
So
they
those
had
might need
those.
the deep point
I
blade.
pulled them. They're sticky. They're sticky on the inside when you rip them off. But then I put it upside down on my like purple mat,
Mm-hmm.
and it worked.
Yeah, that works.
And I will say I use blue painter's tape all the time. Like I
Oh
Mm-hmm.
just,
yeah,
yeah.
I do
Yeah,
have
I
some
do
of
too,
that
for
too.
sure.
All right.
So
Oh,
here's
So
my
Kathy Chambers
ruler.
said that her husband said she needs an electronic calipers last year too. It's true. We all do. Oh, and what do
yeah.
you have for a ruler?
So I
Oh,
think
yeah.
I think
I
a lot of
remember.
people have this one. This is a Cricut ruler, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm always seeing people discover this little part that they
That's
didn't know
true. That
existed.
is a very
Oh,
good thing
that's
to point out.
cool.
You just turn it around from the back, and it's great because you can sort of cut, like if you've got rolls of stuff, you can feed
Mm-hmm.
it through
Mhm.
here, and it's great.
That's really cool.
Ruler
I
Oh,
and
think that might be
Michelle's
paper.
one of
here.
the only Cricut things I don't have.
Michelle Price, did you see all of us showing our Encore cardstock? You would have been so proud.
Is she there?
Oh, we can do it again. We'll do it again
We
for
Yep,
could.
we'll do it
Right.
again.
Oh, 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 oh. And I've been using mine.
Yeah. I love mine. We're such dorks. Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh, we're like the worst dorks. But look at Nancy is too, so now I feel better about being a dork.
I love being a dork.
See, we get to do it together, so that's okay.
I love
All
geeking
right.
out about crafts and stuff.
I feel like I'm organizing my supplies. Now I'm just want to open up all my glues and like clean out the lids. That's what I'm going to do today.
Oh my gosh, that is like, I cannot imagine wanting to do that. All right. So I was just going to show you guys one last thing here, and that is for the CraftyCon. If you guys are into Procreate, so this is the set that I did for it,
Oh, cool.
and you guys can see. Look at these cute little stickers that I made with it.
Oh,
I
So
super
love it.
cute.
I was just
So
testing
cute.
them, so they're like not like in a set or anything like that. But
I
yeah, I
love
had
those.
fun with the whole
Those are
puffy
awesome.
and pumpkin and fall. So you guys definitely have to check that out because that the brush set is free as part of my workshop with CraftyCon. So
Yay!
Yay.
so Amy, before we go, do you have any like Halloween thing you want to just kind of tease us with? This is like one of those things where you don't show us what it is until like the day of, right?
Mm.
Yeah, but you can see if you go on the link in the description and you click on the information page, I do have some little sneak peeks that you can see. I have
Okay.
earrings, I have a card wallet with a wristlet, I have some keychains, purse charms. I have a project that was actually inspired by the project I did last year for Nancy's event, for Nancy's party event. I did a napkin ring. Remember I did the poinsettia napkin
Oh
rings?
Yes.
yeah, that was so cute and
Yes.
popular
And it was
too.
I
actually
love
inspired
that.
by one of our chat friends suggested a napkin ring project for my event. So I did that. So yeah.
Yay.
Well, we want to
I
say thank
feel
you to
like,
Nancy for joining us. Oh, yep.
oh, I was gonna say I love the like little teasers. Like I'm such a sucker for the little like cropped pictures where you don't
Yeah.
know exactly, but you're
Right.
No,
I
I
love
am
that.
too. Yeah. No, I was looking at it and
Thank
I'm
you
like,
guys.
dang it, I need to buy the pass so I can see him right now. So then I did. So,
This was kind of fun. We should do one time like you know what we don't be fun if we did like bingo, craft supply bingo, like who has a tape runner, and we could do it with all our friends at home. We could do a bingo card. Wouldn't that be funny?
That
I have a tape
that would be
runner.
fun.
All
Yeah.
right. So
Jen
I
knows.
used
I see that I've got my homework. Kelly says yes. All right.
Kelly would totally win all the
Oh,
things.
I've seen
Look,
like her
look,
backdrop.
Paula likes
Yeah.
that idea. Look, Jennifer likes that idea. Look at
And you
that.
guys can
I
all
came
play
up with a
around.
fun idea.
You
Look,
did. I want to pat you in the back and give you a gold
Mia
star.
likes it, and I gave Jennifer her homework.
All right, I got it.
I think I
So
can arrange this.
Nancy, again, thank you so much for joining us. You guys, so everybody can check
Thank
you
you
out.
guys
Check
for
you
having
out
me.
with the
This
link
was
in the
fun.
description. I'm glad you enjoyed it. To everybody who is new today, thanks for joining us. This is pretty much what it's like, so I hope you guys enjoy it. And then, Amy, are we back next week?
Yes,
We haven't looked at
absolutely.
the calendar. I think so. I think it's good. And guys, let us
That's
know if
the
you like this Thursday time. I think
yeah.
it works better with Amy's schedule with the kids and stuff. So I think Thursdays are good for us.
Yes, Thursday is the first day of my event, so it's going to be a little bit tricky for me just if I have emails and things like that. but
Mm,
maybe I don't know if Susan's here. Maybe Susan can help me out a little bit that day because we can just stick with Thursday, but
okay.
just a little.
Well,
Yeah, if we do
okay.
11, I should be good by then.
Okay. I think that works good, especially for
Yeah,
the East Coast people, right?
yeah,
Or West Coast people.
West Coast people. Yeah.
West. Okay,
All
so
right,
you
friends.
guys make sure you check out in the description. We've got links to all those things and to Nancy. So you guys got to meet her today, and I hope you love her as much as we do. And you guys, thanks so much for joining us, and we'll see you next week.
Bye, friends.
Thank you guys. Bye. Mwah.